Hey everyone, this is Chris, bringing you another Nightmare quest with the Erkenbrand deck I showed off earlier this week. This time we are going up against the Fords of Isen, which should be a nice matchup considering we have Erestor to keep the number of cards in our hand down pretty low. I did my setup and got my opening hand, and I honestly kind of want to play all of these cards, which is a huge problem, but hopefully is not going to be the end of the world. So first things first, I'm going to play Good Harvest naming lore, because there are definitely more lore cards that I want to play than anything else. Let's put a Protector of Lorien on Erestor. This will allow me to keep my hand size even lower, basically at all times. There's like 7 phases that you can take actions in during your turn. There is no shortage of opportunities to drop your hand. I could even start ditching cards right now. Let me play a Thrower's Key, just because there are some annoying locations. Discard one of these for a resource on Erestor. Allows me to play a Warden of Healing. Means I can defend this Dunland Tribesman if I need to. And then we quest. Alright. 2-5 committed to the quest right away, up against 2 in the staging area. Against 4 in the staging area is going to be 1 progress. Which I can take, but I might as well just 1, 2, 3, make it 4 progress. I will travel to the islet because we are going to need that, and optionally engage this Vengeful Hillman. He is definitely unable to kill Erkenbrand in one go, so that should be good. Alright, before I take this defense, I'm going to 1-2, boost up Erestor's defense for no reason. Then I'll defend with Erkenbrand, just in case that had a shadow effect. It does not, so I take 1 damage, and immediately heal it up with the Warden of Healing. I don't really want to be stuck with this Hillman for very long, but he should be pretty safe. We will refresh, remove a time counter, and then move on to the next round. Dunland Tribesman is still at 1 threat because we draw all the cards with 1 timing, at 1 time, I guess I should say. Alright, this is a good hand too. Here is a Light of Valinor for Erestor. This is kind of pointless now. 1 Protector of Lorien on Erkenbrand. I wish I could play this, but I don't have the resources. So now we quest again. 2-5 committed to the quest. Each player assigns 2 damage. I can definitely handle that. Alright, my 5 against 1 is 4 progress. 1, 2, 3, 4. Cannot advance unless I control Grima, which is about to happen. So I do. And the encounter set is a little busted, so here is this. I've advanced quest stages, so I draw another card. And this has nothing on this side. When revealed, grab a Dunland enemy. This enemy is not revealed, so I can safely pick something with a when revealed effect, like another Dunland Tribesman that I don't have to engage yet. And there are 2 time counters here, which should do absolutely nothing to me, no matter what. I'm not going to engage either of these, so we're just going to defend Vengeful Hillman. And I'm going to preemptively buff my defense to 6, just in case there's a shadow here. There is, but it doesn't matter at all, because my defense is way too high. And I have a whopping 3 to swing back to put 1 damage on the Vengeful Hillman. Warden of Healing will heal up the 2 damage that Treachery caused me. And that's that round done. 1 time counter comes off, and we move on to the next round. These are both at 1 threat. I can play a Ranger of Cardalon, no problems. Or I can play a Region Survivor, which is basically the same but gives me raw resources to work with. I don't want to play Darren's Runes because drawing that extra card is annoying. So let's just play the Survivor and move on from here. Alright, going to the quest, I have 2, 5. Send 5 to the quest. I can boost my willpower if I need it. Alright, 5 on 5 is a perfect push, and I will not discard cards because I'm going to travel to Fords of Isen and it will make me draw cards. So, travel phase, travel to Fords of Isen, which draws me up to 5 cards in my hand. Adds 1 threat to each of these, but since I don't have to deal with that anymore, I'm not going to bother. Not engaging them, so let's move to combat. I will discard 1, 2, 3 to boost up Erkenbrand's defense, 1, 2 to boost up Erestor's defense, and now my hand is empty. Same shadow effect as last time, does nothing against 6 defense Erkenbrand, so I don't even have to cancel it. And I can fight back. 2, 3, 5 is enough to put 3 damage on this Vengeful Hillman, getting rid of him. This should mean that I can move on to the Dunlin Tribesman soon, unless we get something worse. Alright, we refresh. We remove a time counter, and I have no cards in my hand, so we just add 2 more and move on to the next round. Interesting. Alright, well, here's the Dunlin warning. Extra defense is nice. Here is an Errand Rider, because that flexibility is very important. And I will play Yorith for free. So now we quest. I have 2, 5, 6, 7. Let's see. Actually, do I want that? No, 2, 5. I'll send 5 and discard this card to make it 6. That maybe lets me clear this right away, but I'm not too worried if it does not. Alright. Up against 4 in the staging area. That is 2 progress. I'm forced to engage the Vengeful Hillman, which I will. And I don't have any readying for Erkenbrand, so we'll just leave it at that. He gets a shadow, I will defend. 4 defense versus his 4 attack means nothing gets through. And I have 2, 3, 5. 1 short of killing the Vengeful Hillman in 1 go. I would really like some readying very soon. Refresh. Pop off a time counter, move on to the next round. That'll do it for sure. Here is an Armored Destroyer, which I can use to ready. Definitely play another Survivor. It's going to be a big help. And Quick Beam, who's going to be an even bigger help because of that extra point of attack. I would like to be able to play one of these, or the third of these, but that's not really necessary at all. Alright then, let's quest. 2, 5, 6, 7, 8. Discard this to make it 10. And there's 2 in the staging area. Alright. There's now 4 in the staging area. Means I make 6 progress. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Fords of Isen is cleared. I am forced to engage the Dunlin Berserker, so I will. Shadow, shadow. I will defend against Vengeful Hillman. Lose a health to cancel that shadow. Use the Destroyer to ready Erkenbrand and discard this shadow. This attack does no damage, 4 defense, 4 attack. And this one likewise will do no damage. So now I just need to fight back. 3 is enough to kill this Vengeful Hillman because he only needs 1 more damage. And I have 2, 4. This is the story of my life. Just enough to be 1 short of the Dunlin Berserker. This does not bother me too much. Should be no problem to defend that extra attack. So, during combat, I will heal up Erkenbrand and Quick Beam. Refresh. Remove this time counter, realize that I have no cards in hand, and move on to the next round. The Berserker is going to make an immediate attack, which he will get a shadow card for. That does nothing. Use the Destroyer to ready Erkenbrand, even though I can't do much with that yet, but that is okay. At this point, we're just going to spend 4 for Treebeard, who comes in exhausted, but that's fine. I will send 5 to the quest, knowing that I can boost it up to 8 if I need it. Yeah, I like that. I'm going to 1, 2, 3. Boost my willpower up to 8. Cause this location to be 0 threat, so I make 6 progress. I will travel to the western shore, just pop it out of the staging area. And I can only make 1 more defense with Erkenbrand this round, so let's not engage these guys yet. I've got a couple threat points before I have to. Here's a shadow on the Dunlin Berserker. That does nothing at all. And I only need 2 attack to kill it, so done with that. Refresh, remove a time counter, and we're on to the next round. Let's put Lembas on Erkenbrand as an emergency readying ability. And I will move this resource to Erkenbrand so that I can play however you say this guy's name. I have never heard a great pronunciation, and it's fun to jokingly refer to him as Carl, even though I know that's not quite right. Anyways, he's 2 attack, so that's handy too. Now we quest 2, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 willpower up against 2 in the staging area. This location is once again nothing. So 7 progress. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It is 1 shy of clearing, but I don't mind. I will travel to Western Shore, because why not? I will engage a Dunland tribesman, who gets a shadow. Defend with Erkenbrand. No shadow effect, and no damage. And it's only 5 attack to kill him, so Treebeard should have that resource. 4, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. We're just gonna go all out. Have no damage to heal. Life is good. We refresh. We still have no cards in hand for this timed effect, so we just set it back to 2 and move on to the next round. Alright, here we go. Yep, let's pop another Lembas on Erkenbrand. And Dunedain Warning, we'll just pretend I paid for those in the right order. Might as well discard Glorfindel for a resource. We might be able to play him before the game is over, but I don't know for sure. Now we quest again. I don't have to make a ton of progress. Treebeard should have 2 resources this round. So 2, 5, 6, 7. Let's do 8. Discard this to make it 10. I know there will be another enemy coming for sure when we advance, but that does not bother me. This location is interesting because it prevents you from getting resources from Arwen, prevents me from using Protector of Lorien, and it prevents me from losing cards due to Erestor. And I just don't want to deal with that, so we're going to blank it. That means we are at 3 threat in the staging area. I make 7 progress. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Western Shore is cleared, and we advance from the Dunlending attack. Pull out this quest card. Also, this encounter deck is clearly a little weird. I don't know what this Wicked Horn is doing here. Alright, when revealed, I get a Dunland enemy, and I am going to have to draw 3 cards. Let's take Savage Hillman, actually, because getting rid of that Surge is good, and I can definitely kill him no problems. So, draw up to 3. Flip this. 3 time counters. Once again, there's a timed effect here that will probably make no difference to me. Travel phase. I will travel to the Isen River. I will play 2 Elrond's Councils to drop my threat down to 30. And then I will move to the encounter phase. Let's optionally engage Dunland Tribesman, and I am forced to engage the Savage Hillman. Defend against the Dunland Tribesman. That's a shadow that does nothing, so I can ignore it. Destroyer allows me to ready Erkenbrand and discard that shadow. And Erkenbrand will defend this 2 damage attack and take no damage. So now comes the easy part. Here's 4 damage from Treebeard. Kills the Hillman. I need 2, 4, 7, 9, why not? Gets rid of the Tribesman. And things are looking good. Refresh, remove this card, remove this time counter, discard this card at the end of the round, and then move on to the next one. Alright, here is a 3rd Dunedain warning. Full-on Tower of Erkenbrand. Let me discard a card for a resource on Arwen. We are very close. Oh, actually I don't know why I'm bothering. Let's slide this over with the Errand Rider. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now I could play Gorfindel. There's only 1 card left in my deck, by the way, and once that is out, I basically have nothing to fear from these shadow effects and these quest card effects. So, questing 2, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. My threat is now down below 30 for the first time in a little while, and there's nothing in the staging area. We get Old Hatreds, which will matter exactly once. Surges into Pillaging and Burning. I draw a card. My threat goes up by 2 thanks to Old Hatreds. And I might as well discard this card to make it 10 willpower. So, nothing in the staging area, that's just 10 progress. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And now I never have to draw a card ever again. We refresh. Pop off a time counter. Move on to the next round. At this point, I just need to quest, so let's do that. 2, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 16, make it 18. If I had an unexpected courage on Erkenbrand, I could send one more, but 18 is probably fine. We reveal a Dunland Berserker. That means I make 16 progress, bringing me up to 21, which is more than I need, but I have to kill that one enemy first. So, we engage the Dunland Berserker, defend with Erkenbrand. That shadow does not do any damage. I can still ready with my Destroyer if I can find it in the stack of attachments. Treebeard can ready too, and we fight back. 2, 4, 8, 10 is twice as much as we need to kill the Dunland Berserker, and that is a win against Nightmare Fords of Isen. That actually went a lot faster than my first test game, but basically, being able to dump all the cards in your hand really, really does a lot of work in a quest like this. And having big, beefy allies that can quest, that can attack, and a defensive tank feels good. Alright everyone, hope you enjoyed. Thanks for watching.